and thanks for holding on while we were on our quick break. Welcome back. We're excited to be back. Finish tonight's episode of Born of Rage. The first half of the episode, we had our pack return to the Balkan Foundation with Janet in tow, a Black Fury that they managed to rescue from the Northwest National Laboratory up in Washington State, where she was being held on and experimented on by the federal government. Upon the return, they have reacquainted themselves with Gretchen, Victor, and a few of the other staff members, as well as discovered, unfortunately, that one of the current patients of the Balkan Foundation has taken her own life, apparently. And we find our pack investigating to see if that is the case. So, the pack had just finished examining
the scene of the crime.
My brain just locked for a moment. I was going to say Judy's room. And they are now following up on some of the leads. Kennedy's looking for one of the orderlies to see if the person across from Judy, if she was awake last night. She tends to have kinetics fugues that she goes into, so they weren't sure if she was awake or not. So that's something that Kennedy's following up. Killian is going to be looking for Victor to see about slipping him some information about Northwest National Laboratory, and leading Dell and Darren, the D team, to go examine Judy's body. They have moved Judy's body to a storage room until they can arrange to bury her. Unfortunately, they can't really have a formal funeral for her since she's Guru and no one knows who's really here and why she's here. So down in the storage room, which the team is given keys to because they're the questing pack, and Gretchen pretty much trusts them to go anywhere in the facility. They're able to unlock the door, go into the storage room. They have moved a bunch of stuff and found a temporary gurney that she is currently laying on. Her body is draped with a cloth sheet over the entire body. So,
I think I'm gonna give it the sniffins down here too, and see. I mean, if maybe I'm assuming that the cleaning agent that was used in her room was used to, clean the place up. But I'm gonna see if I can detect any trace of it on her. Maybe I should activate heightened senses for that. To see if there's anything else to smell. Not gonna be a pleasant thing, I think.
Dell, you're doing a great job. Don't worry. Don't stress out.
I'm not stressing. I'm just really
I'm glad you're not stressing, because I'm asking you to do something a little shady after we're done down here.
Oh, really? That's fun, I think. Maybe. We shall see. How many instances am I going to have to get to the point where it reminds me how to activate it, which I believe is involved spending notices. Indeed. There we are.
Yep. While Dale is prepping his heightened senses, what is Darren doing?
I'm going to lift the sheet and examine the body.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I agree with the cause of death.
Certainly. Go ahead and give me an intelligence medicine check.
Yeah, I was afraid you were gonna say that. Am I allowed to do that untrained?
Yeah.
Don't forget, we got dice in the pool.
This is important. I think I would like to take one of those dice, actually, if that's all right.
Yeah, so you currently have, let me double check. You currently have 6 bonus dice in the pool. The bonus dice are added to the pool when we get follows, subs, gift subs, and all that kind of cool stuff, and bits, and help out the party or help out storytelling, the forces of the worm. So I currently have 6. I also have 6 in the pool right now, which I haven't tapped into. So you can spend one of those to add a bonus die to your roll if you like.
Yep. I would like to do that, and I would like to spend a willpower for a success, if that's okay.
Yeah.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be 7.
Ooh, 0 successes, but with my willpower, I do get 1.
Ouch.
So, so you're examining the body and doing all that stuff. While Dell, did you make your check for your heightened senses? Turn that on. And,
Actually, I just had to spend a gnosis, and then I need to make a roll. It's a perception primal urge. And what would the diff be? The idea being, I'm trying to. Was there anyone else there? Was the cleaning agent that I was smelling in the room? Is it on her? Is it? I'm trying to get a feeling for, like, is there any sort of sense of what happened?
Yeah, it's going to be. It would be difficulty 8 since you're in lupus form. It's dropping it to 6.
Actually, I should drop to 5 because I've got heightened senses activated.
Oh, and then heightened senses. Yeah.
Yeah, get it, Dill.
I'm not going to bother renaming it. I almost renamed Woo Stank to Stankin' 2 Electric Woogaloo, but anyway. 5 successes. Yes.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I smell everything.
Yes. Dell looks over his shoulder at the orderly and says, "Don't eat lunch there again."
Yes. So with that, Darren, as you're examining the body, you do see that there is bruising and around the neck that would indicate that it was asphyxiation that was the cause of death.
Mm-hmm.
You also see some other telltale signs that you picked up from a couple of different morticians that you've met over the years, as your previous job was a New York City police detective. But as you examine the body, you do see some faint signs of scarring. On her torso.
How old does that look?
It doesn't look that old.
And I don't find any, like, defensive wounds or anything like that on her, like, lower limbs or anything like that, right?
You do find a few defensive wounds and stuff, but they're really, those are faded and old.
Mm-hmm.
Being Guru, you're pretty much sure that, only certain supernatural elements would be able to leave that kind of scarring, whether they be the fangs and claws of a werewolf or a vampire or some other supernatural creature or silver or fire or something like that.
How big are these scars on her torso?
They're probably about 5 or 6 inches. They're faint, and they're super thin. They're just faint, but they're there. Dell, the sound, the smell of antiseptic is definitely stronger in here. And as you're looking around, you do also smell a lot of that kind of chemicals and stuff in the storeroom that you're in as well. You do pick up scents from her. As far as her scent, the orderly scents, a couple of the other like Gretchen's scent. You don't pick up anyone that scent that you don't recognize. You do also get, with 5 successes, you also get a few smells of like alcohol and other cleaner.
Well, I mean, it is a storage room, I suppose, so there's that as well.
Yeah. So,
yeah,
Dell, can you peek into the Umbra down here?
Yes.
I want to see if there's anything lingering around her body.
So, Kennedy, you do manage to find Marie. She's one of the nurses.
Mhm.
She does confirm that Delilah had been catatonic the last couple of days. They tried to rouse her this morning to see if, because their first thought was also she's right across. Maybe she could tell us something happened. Maybe something we missed. They were. Marie seems very distraught about the whole situation, but definitely seems like yeah, she was unresponsive this morning, and she's been unresponsive the last couple of days. So they don't think she would have heard anything if she. I mean, there's always a chance that she did come out of it last night. Whatever she saw or heard put her back in that state. So,
Of course. Out of curiosity, who found her this morning?
Steve's double checking because he's having a brain fart. There are a lot of NPCs to keep track of right now.
There are. There absolutely
yeah,
are.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not going to give you crap for it.
Where's my? Dan Skyseeker.
Okay.
One of the local, he's one of the orderlies. He's, yeah.
He's the one we talked to last night. All right.
Yeah, because the two orderlies are Dan and Harry.
Right.
Having found anyone at that point.
Hmm?
You said he was the one that we spoke to last night?
Right, when we checked in.
Right, and he didn't say anything about having. He didn't seem distressed, as if he had found anything.
No.
No.
So,
I mean, maybe I'm making assumptions, but I'm assuming that he found her this morning, not late last night.
oh, that's true. Very true.
I'm assuming that if we came back and they had already found a body, they would have told us that.
That was kind of my thought. Yeah.
I would hope so, at least.
Although maybe I'm making assumptions that I shouldn't be.
Okay, just slowly and painstakingly working out the completely obvious. So sorry about that.
No, it's fine. All right.
Unless he's hiding something from us.
Dun dun dun.
Maybe she's hiding something from us.
All right. Well, I will thank Marie for letting me know. And
so with that, Killian, you are able to track down Victor. He's hanging out in his office, and as you knock on his door, you hear a grunging, "Oh, come in."
Hey, Victor.
Oh, Killian. Sorry, I wasn't expecting you. How can I be of assistance?
I've got a surprise for you. I'll go ahead and reach into my backpack and hand him a little USB disk.
Oh, okay. And this is.
You remember that little research facility you had us go take a look at to fetch the Jane Doe?
Oh yeah, the Northwest National Laboratory.
Yeah. Turns out that they have a nuclear spirit there.
Do tell.
I will show instead of tell. Because what you're holding right now is the back door to the whole server for the complex.
Huh. And with that, he gets a really. It's one of the few times you've seen him smile, and whenever he's, and it's not a smile that makes you comfortable.
Did something.
It's a smile that it looks more like, and I just ate the canary and got away with it kind of smile. Huh. This is interesting.
I mean, you're one of the few other class walkers I know, so I was not want a brown nose, but it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Also, it keeps texting me about wanting to get free, so I don't know what to do with that whole thing.
It's texting you?
Oh yeah, I'll go ahead and here. Give me your phone.
And he hands you a phone. It's a burner phone that, you know that he can, like, you're not sure that's his. It's probably one of his phones.
God bless everybody in one of their phones. And I'll go ahead and just send him a chat log and where the number is, and he can get all the metadata from that.
How's it even a thing?
It's a thing, and it wants out.
Good to know.
Well, that's about it. You just remember this in case anything comes up later.
Certainly, and watch yourselves.
I will do our best. I'll go ahead and leave.
Okay. And as you leave, and he goes back to shuffling through a bunch of papers he was kind of going through at the time. You see several notepads or manila files, folders, or stuff stacked on his desk, and he's kind of going through. And it, give me a.
Let's say perception. I got
Wyoming streets.
I got 2 intelligence.
It's not bad.
Yeah. I can
guess-
tell you how stuff works. I can't tell you why it works.
Yeah, in World of Darkness, stats go from 1 to 5, with 2 being a little bit higher than average.
Yeah. I have 3 in wits, so I can pretend I have more than I have in every other stat.
So
I assumed that the hacker had a high intelligence. My bad.
um,
Yeah, you assume the Theers had etiquette too. That shows how.
now you can remind him if he hasn't spent his experience points yet that can go up, be raised. But
My intelligence or my academics?
either
Yes.
or.
I can raise my intelligence. I'm not raising my academics. I didn't finish school.
Raising
Doesn't
your
make any
intellect,
sense.
I think it's more expensive. I forget what.
Well, yeah, but it's more useful. That's why it's more expensive.
Oh,
so,
very much. Yeah, it's not. It's
true.
So yeah, so you're able to schmooze some points with Victor and give Victor the back door that you built into the National Military Laboratory. Kennedy's followed up on her lead. Darren and Dell, was there anything else that you wanted to do? I know you said something about looking across the Ember or going across the
I was honestly considering popping into the Umbra.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Dell if he would be willing to go into the Umbra and look at this body, but also go up and see if he can look at Gretchen.
Like, I'm not the only one who can go into the Umbra.
It gives them the heebie-jeebies.
I know it does.
I'll go with you. We can both go into the Umbra. We can look at the body, and then we can find Gretchen and see if there's anything feeding on her.
Yeah, well, yes, among other things.
Yeah.
Well, then let us go ahead and cross the veil. What is the veil here?
The veil.
As you try to step across the gauntlet into
Oh, excuse me. Yes.
the veil is what hides the worlds from the human.
Yeah, someday I'll stop making that particular mistake.
Oh, I mean, they both. It seems reasonable. So, but with that, gonna say it's a difficulty. Its gauntlet's gonna be 7. Let's say gauntlet 7 here.
It's just a straight gnosis roll.
It's just a straight gnosis roll
I
against.
keep looking for something that ain't in there.
Yep.
That would be 3 successes.
Nice.
3.
3. Sorry,
Yes,
didn't-
3.
So with 3 successes, you're actually able to instantaneously step across. So, and I'm guessing you're leading the way and dragging Darren's happy butt with you.
It would probably be the easiest way to do it, yes.
So, with that, you kind of look around the room, lock eyes on the shiny stainless steel girder that the body is currently resting on, and kind of focus on that. And as you focus on it, that kind of fills your vision, and the whole thing kind of shimmers as it then spreads out into a webbing like a fabric as you both slip through the binds of the webs to the other side and are in the spirit realm. So, in the room, the Valkenburg Foundation itself is old enough to have a reflection in the Umbra. There's enough Garuness also to help reinforce that. So it does exist pretty solidly on both sides of the gauntlet. In the specific room, though, it's pretty much a blank room with the faintest threads and fibers of silk and web to form what would be the gurney. And on top of that is the body. You see the spiritual reflection of the body of a guru. It obviously can't come into the Umbra anymore because there's no spirit in there to come across.
Am I able to interact with it though? Can I check the scars that I saw in the real world?
You can see them, but you can't really interact with it. You can't.
But they're not like glowing and magic and full of banes or anything like that, right?
They are not glowing, magic, or full of banes and things like that.
That's what I was worried about.
Yeah.
So, they look like reminiscent to you, like you would expect to see battle scars on someone who's been in, because that's the thing that can happen is you guys have been pretty lucky and haven't taken a whole lot of massive damage, but if you do take lots of massive damage, you can actually get permanently scarred and or crippled and lose bits and pieces.
There's
Now-
also there's significant renown that comes with those.
Well, I was gonna say the upside of that is that it shows how much of a badass you are. Another guru go, oh look, he lost half of his ear, but something else lost its life, and and so yeah.
Look at those true cowards walking around with no scars, shiny fur. Professionals.
Wait, there's no scars to our beautiful. What do you want?
To that point, there's more than Killian. There's more than a few glasswalkers who've lost limbs in battle and then gone diving to the deeper parts of the Umbra, to the cyber realms, and come out, with extra parts.
Gonna be like that guy who has his wife for an arm. Spoilers, by the way.
Spoilers for what?
That
Don't
game. If you happen to know what game I'm talking about, you either don't need the spoiler warning or I just ruined your day.
But yeah, that's what you see currently in the room.
So it doesn't appear that there's. I have not been able to find anything that suggests that anything happened other than that she did this to herself. But I have an idea.
I'm open to suggestions.
I would like to go. I don't know if this is something that would actually work. Everybody that we have met here at the facility today has been just, pardon the non-pun, dog tired. I kind of want to go see if Dell got into this with having nightmares. We were all having nightmares. They're not sleeping. I kind of want to go and see, is there anything. There wouldn't be anything hanging around in here, I guess. I'm trying to find a cause. I'm trying to think of how I might go about looking for that cause.
Well,
I was thinking,
I think you might be on the right track. I think we do need to take a look around in the Umbra first, see if we can see anything.
so here's a thought. If you remember well enough what the building is like, we can go. Is there sort of a meeting place, communal meeting place, cafeteria, kitchen, one of those kind of places? We can go there at where we would expect the staff to be. Maybe we can see if there's anything messing with them.
I think we should check there. I also think we should check Orson's cell.
It would be interesting to see. Yeah, well, because I know Killian and I had already looked in there from before.
Oh yeah, we had our adventure.
Yeah, that's how you gave him the cell phone. Although
Yeah,
you gave him the
bonding
cell phone
experience.
through the Umbra, which I'm a little unclear on how he got that. It makes it even more worrisome.
Let's go take a look around.
Yes, let us do that.
So at this point, it's fairly late in the afternoon and early evening. He spent most of the day, talking to Gretchen for several hours, and then looking around the cell and then looking around the stairs. So by this point, it's late in the early evening, and it is autumn, so the sun is starting to go down early, and the two of you, the D team.
DT?
He loves the D.
Well, it just occurred to me that we have Darren and Dell and Kennedy and Killian.
Oh no!
It took me till now to spot that, so I don't know what this is about me.
Or Team Donkey Kong.
And what it says about my dots and perception, but with that, you two are able to scurry around the Umbra side of the Valkyberg Foundation. And you said you're looking for like the communal areas and stuff like that, which is on the first floor, which is the floor you're on. And
Right.
down the center, so the building is basically a long rectangle, with the main entrance being in the center of the building on the south side, and then it opens to a little reception area and stairs going up, and then basically a east wing and a west wing off of that. You're down on the end of the east wing, and then in the center of the building, right on the right and left of the stairs going up, is like a sitting area with like a TV and some sitting chairs and some sofa and stuff like that for reading and relaxing. And on the other side of the steps is a big round dining table and a small kitchen off that. So
Yeah.
heading
Yeah,
towards the
sure.
center of the building is basically where we'd want to
Yeah.
go.
If there is anybody still in the building at this point, but yeah, that would be where I would want to head.
Yeah.
The building is never not occupied from what you've seen.
Okay.
There is a staff building outside behind it, which is primarily staff residence. So, but there are two shifts that work, a day shift and a night shift, and there's almost always one shift on and one shift off, because they do have patients that they tend to 24/7. So,
Sure. Okay.
We're going to have to check out that residence too.
Oh, I would like to very much.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to like get too creepy about it, but I would like to see.
We should grab the whole group before we go check the residence, though. Let's check the
agree.
first four real quick, and then we'll go get the others.
Yeah, just to see if there's everybody that we've seen here today has just kind of had this sort of ennui cloud hanging over them. I would like to ensure that it is not something that is acting upon them here.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's 100% reasonable.
so
So, I don't know if we're gonna see. I don't know if we would if there are banes tormenting them. I don't know that we would necessarily see that, but that's what I'm kind of.
I'll
for,
just
any sort of-
I'll say this is going to be a it's kind of a half a dozen to one, half a dozen other. So I'm going to go with search. like a search check, which is going to be a perception check, and alertness. So perception and alertness, as opposed to perception and investigation. So, because you're kind of searching the area as opposed to trying to find a specific clue in a specific room.
Right. And Josie, what is the difficulty here?
I'm going to say the difficulty is 7.
Oh, I'm still in lupus form though.
I got 2 successes.
So it's actually, that would actually be 5 then, wouldn't it? Okay.
Also, thank you so much, Billy Mack, for the sub. Do you want to give an extra
Aw.
dice to us or to Jonesy?
Billy.
So
3 successes for Dell.
Dill got 3 successes.
And actually, yeah, Darren got 2. Like, we
Darren
did
got
all right.
2. So yeah, you guys did really well. So as a reminder for World of Darkness, you for the 20th anniversary editions at least, you only need 1 success to succeed. The more successes you get past that, the better you do. So in your case, you did succeed pretty well. He wants to help out the pack. What's up with that?
I thought I heard it.
We are entertaining, at least.
Right? And I said that as I grabbed my bonus dice for my side and put them in there. Oops, nope. Let me fix that. So with that, you are able to scout out the area. You do see kind of a shadowy umbral reflection of some of the other guru that work in the facility. Everyone that does work in the facility is either guru or they are kinfolk. So the ones that are kinfolk are obviously aware of guru.
Hence why nobody's been yelling at me for walking around the building in lupus form.
No, not at all. Not blinking an eye. Which also means that none of them suffer from delirium. So since they are dealing with distraught guru, and in some cases like Orson, when Orson was first brought here, couldn't control his shifting, it won't trigger delirium on them. So as you're looking around, so they do reflect stronger in the umbra. You do see kind of the shadows, the faint shadows coming through the gauntlet. The gauntlet is pretty tough here, so it's not as bright as it would be as if you were to see the reflections in a sept, for instance.
Right.
But you don't see any telltale signs of there isn't a giant leech stalking behind them, or some other sort of slug-like creature, which the pack has encountered in the wilds of Canada.
On a vegetable serving tray?
So,
Come on, that was a. Never mind. That's not a joke.
I caught the call back.
Somebody is gonna watch that on YouTube and just be like, "Oh my god!" Excuse me. He called back to it. Yes. So it's really seeming like this is. I mean, it's so far this is exactly what it seems to be exactly what it looks like.
Yep.
Maybe it's over in the residence then, since that's where they're sleeping. That would make sense if that's where the attack is happening.
It's entirely possible. I'm trying to get some idea of what might have pushed her to that.
Yeah.
So far, I haven't seen anything.
So
I haven't seen anything either.
as you're dealing with that, the other two of you, I need I need checks from the other two of you. I'm just trying to see if which one to go with. I'm going to go with perception and alertness checks from the other two of you.
Oh.
Difficulty 8.
Oh no.
Just to see if you pick up on anything early. You'll pick up on something, but it's just a matter of I'm using this to see if you catch catch it early or if you catch it later.
Oh my god, I did it. I crit with 1 success.
Yeah, same. 1 success.
So the two of you are downstairs. You just finished talking, Killian. You just finished talking to Victor, kind of meandering around the house. Went into the kitchen real quick, grab a couple snacks, because it's always better to raid their snack jar than yours because, well, they're paying for theirs. And Kennedy, you were just talking to Marie and are making your way around, and you both smell something. And as you kind of realize it's a faint smell of smoke.
Coming from where?
And that's the thing, is it seems it doesn't, like, where's it at? And it doesn't seem to be around like immediately, and that's when you realize it's coming in from outside.
Outside.
As
I'm heading out. I mean, I'm immediately going out the front door.
I'm staying close to Kennedy.
So, you quickly go outside, go out the front, and kind of sniff, trying to get a scent of where that smoke is coming from, or that smell is coming from.
So, audience, you can't see this, but Jonesy just changed our map, and our music just changed, being very dramatic. So, you know.
Oh, if we want, I could put the map on Roll20 or on Twitch. Sorry, I have that power.
Sure.
Wait, what is that? Is that fire?
That is fire. Fire.
Oh,
So, so you do smell smoke. You smell fire as you go outside, and so you're the first to start yelling fire.
Yeah.
And as you do, that's when the pack definitely hears the alarms go off. So those on the those in the Emerald side of things, you don't see any fire, hear anyone yelling fire. You don't see any smoke, but you do see a lot of there seems to be a lot of activity, a flurry of activity all of a sudden on your side.
Huh.
So you two are currently in the kitchen area, and so from the kitchen you can quickly rush to the front door, or you can also rush to the back door. There's a back door that leads off the kitchen area to the 3 walkways. There's a walkway from there that leads to the stables, one leads to the staff housing, and one leads to the vet building that touches the wolf cage.
And you said we were seeing activity back. Well,
You saw as you were in the Umbra, you were seeing a couple of the staff were sitting grabbing food, talking amongst themselves and stuff, and all of a sudden they all just kind of jump up and start running out the back door.
Well, then
Well, that's suspicious.
wherever they're going, I think we should follow them.
I think you're right.
Probably pop ourselves out of the Umbra as well. Whatever it is they're after, it's they aren't seeing it in here.
Will that be easier when we get outside the building, or do you want to do it in here?
It might be easier outside. I don't know. I suppose it does depend on finding a reflective surface.
There's windows. We'll be all right.
So,
All right.
with that, you run outside. And just because there's fire and other activities going on, can I get everyone to roll me some initiative checks?
Fire.
Sure can.
And so click on your token and roll, just so I can kind of, since there is a pressing time scenario going on with the fire.
Absolutely. That makes sense.
Everybody at home, this is Darren's character sheet.
The joys of roll 20.
Got a 9.
They're so little. Wait. I except it just went. You moved it. I can't move
I
I
didn't
also
ask for
got a
this
9.
power.
Uh,
Ooh.
I got a 7, which
We
is
keep it
garbage.
50%. Let's go.
I'm going to click on my thing, and then I'm going to get the initiative roll. I need to.
I believe in you, Dill. That's another.
I know.
9.
I'm clicking on my. What do I need to click after I have clicked upon my icon? Pardon me.
On your character sheet under combat.
There's an initiative option. It says initiative, and then yeah, on the combat tab.
Nope. I closed my character sheet specifically. So I could do that. Okay. All right.
E-cats.
Here, one more time. Alright, I have clicked on. Nothing work, right? Okay, 13.
Oh,
And the part of the ninja will be played by the lupus wolf. That kind of makes sense.
Oh.
Because he's in lupus form, so he gets that bonus to Dex.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Del, go start the fire brigade.
Okay.
I'll give you a bucket.
Well-
Go find the well.
Then actually, well, we were talking about getting out of the Umbra. We'll
Mhm.
probably still do that here. Oh. That would probably be the best thing to do, I think. I don't think I want to talk fire spirits out of burning whatever is going on back there.
You can do that.
I specifically just said I don't think I can.
Oh.
You know what? Since
You
we're
said
here,
you don't
let's
want
go-
to. That's different
Do
than.
Well,
than
why
I
don't we go
can't.
see what we can go see what it looks like in the on Umbra side. We don't have to try and switch yet.
All right, I'm here for it.
Worst case scenario, we'll run over to the pond and do it that way. Yeah, let's make for the shed. Or Del will make for the shed. Pardon me.
So yeah, you're able to rush over and start making your way to the shed. You've got pretty decent movement, so you can chuck over that pretty far. Because especially since you're in lupus form.
Oh yeah.
So while you're doing that, so you're gonna hightail over towards the shed. What's Killian and Darren gonna do?
I'm gonna
I
follow
would-
Del.
I would like to spend a point of rage.
Okay.
I'm gonna change into Krynos.
Okay.
Then I would like to book it over there and start digging up dirt and throwing it on the fire.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. So yeah,
Fire
you,
bad.
I just sorry. The Krynos firefighter is what threw me for a moment. I apologize.
It is a little.
I need to dig. I need the muscles.
No, it makes perfectly good sense. It was not expecting. It just threw me a little off guard. I apologize. So
pretty good.
yeah. By all
Krynos
means-
Fire Department is the other show on CBS we're starting.
What do you want me to roll for my doggy paws?
I would say Dex and Athletics.
I buy that.
And this is going to be an extended. So fire control is going to be an extended action since there's an. So basically, it's have multiple successes. It's not just a one roll and put it out in a scenario.
What's my diff? How bad's this fire?
Difficulty is going to be 6. It's going to be standard difficulty. It's just a matter of like how fast you can put it out versus how fast it grows.
I got 1 crit success.
So he's doing that. Darren's running over as well, still in Hamlet form, but in the Umbra. Kennedy, what are you doing?
Kennedy is going to spend 2 rage One to insta shift into Krynos,
Okay.
and the
Droid.
other to double time it over to the shed.
Cool.
And yeah. Actually, I am not going to shift to Krynos. I'm going to shift to Hispo.
Faster.
Faster, and I also want my nose because I want to get inside to see if there's anyone in there.
Yep.
Oh.
Yes, absolutely.
So you rush it over. Go ahead and make me a perception primal urge check to see if you can pick up the scent of anyone in the shed or in the stable.
Okay.
Um,
What's the
that.
difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be since you're in lupus, it's going to drop to 5.
Okay. Is this something where my concentration merit would be of use?
I would say yes. I would say yes.
Okay. Okay. Well then, let's do it. I clicked it. Oh, there it goes. That would be 4 successes.
So as you quickly are rushing over there, you do note that there is no scent of anything going on there as far as
Okay.
people, but you do get the sense of some animals
Okay.
that are possibly trapped inside the.
Okay.
So with that, I'm going to need wits and alertness checks from everyone. Difficulty 9.
Yeah.
At this point, it is late evening or early evening, late afternoon in where you're at. So the sun has gone down at this point. So there's still a little tiny hint of the kind of the pinkish and purples in the far distant horizon, but for the most part, the sun has gone down, the moon has come out.
Damn.
Let's see. Oh, it's wits, alertness, and you said what was the difficulty of again? 8, 9,
9.
9.
I got 0 successes.
0.
So I'm gonna botch. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my luck of the Irish.
Hey.
Yeah. No, it's not a botch. Still fail, but it's not a botch.
Got a success with a crit.
Woohoo!
So
MVP Dill.
Yeah.
And that was actually. Yeah. Should have had 2. I canceled. I had there was a 1 in there. I seem to throw a lot of 1s.
so Dell. So all the chaos is going on. You do see some of the staff is rushing out of has rushed out. They're rushing towards to get fire brigades and stuff like that and start helping coming over. They got shovels, they got fire extinguishers, they've got some gear. You do because you're in the because Dell, you're in the Umbra, you're the one who got the success. You do see a shadow darting from the vet building over towards the front of the Valkenburg main foundation building. So someone's ducking from the vet building over here. You see a silhouette rushing across the landscape over this way. It looks
the
like
front of the Valkenburg Foundation.
Yep, it looks like a lupus shadow from where you're standing.
Um.
But it means that they're in the Umbra.
Yes, yes, it does.
Us too. Let's go get him.
Yes, I'm going to call Darren's attention to this shadow, and we're going to be. Let's see. I think I want speed, so I think I am going to actually shift to his bow.
So, and with that, the rest of you in the physical realm have spotted that the vet building has sparked on fire as well. Two small little plumes of fires are erupting from the vet building.
So, yeah. Oh, I need to activate. Shit. I can either chase him or I can send him.
Yeah, that damn restriction about Gnosis and Rage on the same turn.
What do you mean? I don't have to do anything. I can shift into whatever form I want. I'm in the Umbra.
Mm.
So I don't need to spend rage to do any of that. I can just, like... well, yeah, then that would work then. I'm gonna... Assuming I have that my heightened senses do not remain activated from however long ago it was. Probably not.
No.
I'm gonna kick him right back on, slip into his bow form, and we're gonna chase the bugger.
Okay. Make me a perception primal urge check to get the scent.
Okay.
Roll well.
It's entirely likely. What is the difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be 7.
Okay, because I think I actually get a -3 having activated heightened senses. So the difficulty actually is going to be 4. That's why I spend the Gnosis. It's worth it. That would be 4 successes.
4 successes. Sweet. So when you get so you shift to Krynos, shift down to Lupus, Huspo, take a big snort in of air, trying to get the scent of whatever that is, and you immediately get waylaid with multiple scents that you've not smelled before.
That's not good.
You are, and because of the smoke and the fire, you are able to, so like you smell the current fire. You also smell, which smells very chemically because it's burning some chemicals in the shed. Whereas the one from the vet building definitely smells more like just, building, wood and stuff like that. And you're able to narrow in on that scent of that form running over there. I will say, since you got 4 successes, and because I want to tip my hand, and 4 successes lets me do it.
The storyteller's monologuing. We're dead.
The scent is not. The scent smells wrong. It smells like rot and wolf, and you quickly recognize it as a scent of a black spiral dancer.
If I had ever actually spent a rage, I'd probably gain one back right now.
So.
Yeah. Del will inform Darren of this as well. He's just going to assume Darren knows what they are.
Yeah.
We fought them.
We did fight them.
Del wasn't there.
I know.
No. So with that, Del, you have taken off in pursuit of the black spiral dancer, Lupus black spiral dancer. Darren, what are you doing?
I'm gonna shift into Hispo and give pursuit.
Sweet. So you're doing that. You two are chasing after that guru. Both of you go ahead and make me a Dex and Athletics check.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, Killian, back in the real world, Killian, what are you? You still tackling the fire?
Are bad.
Okay. Like I said, you are aware that 2 smaller bursts of flame have kind of basically plumes of flame have broken up on the vet building as well. So
I'm one wolf.
no, just so I just make sure that you knew that your character knew that. But go ahead and make me another. Assuming that you're doing the same thing, it's going to be another Dex and Athletics check, unless you want to do something else to help cut it down.
This is just a difficulty 6, right? Just
Yeah.
basic.
Standard.
Woohoo!
I got 2.
High five, Dell. D
Two
squad.
and a crit.
Yeah, both Darren and Del got 5. Like,
Nice.
Hispo, baby. Plus 3 Dex. Yeah.
Dire wolves.
If you want to move, you get into Hispo. It's good.
True.
So yeah, you quickly are able to start bridging that lupus, that black spot answer was in lupus form. You think they're trying to be, well, sneaky. So
They didn't do such a good job.
well, I mean, you rolled really well. I gave you a difficulty 9, so yeah. So yeah, you're quickly gaining ground on that lupus. Meanwhile, Kennedy, what are you doing?
I'm Hispo at the moment, which does not give me a lot of ability to open like pens for the animals to get them out.
On the contrary, Hispos does. Now they might have to fix the pens afterwards.
Fair.
They're just $12 latches from Home Depot. You got this.
That's true. All right, so I'm going to spend a Gnosis to activate my Blessing of Fire.
Ah!
So
I always forget you have that. I'm not complaining. It's just like, oh yeah, she's got that, doesn't she?
yeah. So all fire damage for the remainder of the scene only does bashing damage to me, not aggravated. And then I'm going to go into the shed or into the stables and start trying to make ways for the animals to flee. Which, you know, since I'm a big dire wolf, they should be more than happy to run away from me.
Yeah, awesome. So, so yeah, so you activate the gift, and you're gonna try to are you gonna try to bust open any pens that might be holding them or anything like that, or?
Yeah,
as well?
basically, any pen that I can smell an animal in, I'm trying to bust its latch so that that animal can get out of the burning shed or
Sure.
burning stables.
Sure. Go ahead and make me a strength and athletics check.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 6. It's gonna be standard diff.
Okay. Yeah, that's a terrible roll considering everything I'm rolling, but it's still one success.
Oh, cool. So yeah, you're able to smash through that, and yeah. So you burst in the stable. You quickly are glancing around. The stable does have several horses in it, and you're able to start smashing into the locks, the corrals, and start snapping them just at least enough to the horse can get out, push its way out. The horses are very much ready to get out. They'd rather not be here, which is understandable. With that. Top of the round. I'm gonna need perception and alertness checks from everyone.
From everyone.
Everyone. Difficulty 8.
You know, could be. You forget.
Oh, you said 8?
Yes, difficulty 8. Yeah,
Wow.
difficulty 8. Your heightened senses obviously apply for this Dell.
Oh,
Wow,
okay.
it's-
Oh, that's right. I'm actually in this perform.
I still got a 1 success crit.
I have 3 successes.
I got -1 success.
3 and a crit.
So, the two of you out there, outside over by the stable areas and shed, see some shadows darting around outside, which look like first you mistake for other members of the sept of the other area, but one of them shifts up to two of them shift up into Krynos, and when they do, they have the distinct twisted silhouette of a deformed black spiral dancer. They have the more bat-like ears. They have the twists from their shoulders and the form, as almost all black spiral dancers have some sort of visible tail. The one you spot, Candy, is a looks like a Hamid black spiral dancer, and she is in a and as she shifts into Krynos, she doesn't seem. She has some of the telltale signs of being black spiral dancer, the more bat-like ears, which is a common feature because their totem is the bat. But she doesn't seem like she seems more. Well, I'm going to tell you right now because you got 3 successes. She seems like she's purebred.
Okay.
Oh.
So everyone spots them. Over by the stable, several of the other kinfolk and Guru have come over. There's several of them rushed over to the vet building to start taking care of that fire. Several of them are coming over to help you, and to help take care of this fire. This is mostly kinfolk over by the shed and stables. Those in the Umbra, you definitely, you've got the scent. You know where they're going, and as you're following them,
And Del's actually going to raise the call of hunt, just in case there are any other Guru in the Umbra, so that they will know, like, what we're chasing and where they are.
So you start doing the howl of the hunt, the howl of the hunt, and as you do, you actually hear a wailing sound,
What?
as a screeching sound, come from the Valkenburg Foundation itself. Everyone on the physical realm also hears what sounds like a screeching howl come from the Valkenburg Foundation itself. You, Del, immediately recognize those as the wards going off.
Okay.
Almost as quickly as it started to go off, it goes silent. No.
Darren's chasing with me, right?
Yes.
The wards are down.
Well,
Or at
that's
least they've
alarming.
been breached. Oh, well done.
All right, I think we need to
So-
split up. I think I'm gonna go after this escaping person. You need to go back and check on those wards, see what that means. Let the others know.
Yeah, the scent that you're following that was running around from the vet building over towards the front of the Valkyrie Foundation, as you guys followed around the loop, it actually arced around the front of the building and went through the front doors.
Well, it looks like it's going to take us there.
Good deal. We don't have to split up that way. Let's go.
No, we don't. We're going to haul bollocks. Indeed we are.
So, go ahead and make me another dex and athletics check from you two.
Sure.
As the Umbra crew does that.
Oh my god.
As the Umbra crew crackles and maniacally, I can't talk tonight.
Maniacally?
Yes.
8 successes.
So, with that, Darren puts on full wolf in the hunt mode speed and leaves Darren behind, and you manage to cut speed and manage to get into the Valkenburg Foundation. You're back on the main ground floor in the main entrance area, and you see what looks like a spiral dancer in Krynos form standing on the first couple steps leading upstairs.
Standing, but not running.
Well, I mean, he's going up the steps.
Okay.
But he's in Krynos form as opposed to in Hispo or Olympus form.
Which could be, difficult.
So, but he's making his way up the steps.
Is he in the Umbra?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yes.
Okay.
Am I able to get at him, or is he still far enough ahead?
No, with 8 successes, you're able to close the distance. I'm going to say that you can.
Yeah,
get
I'm gonna give him a head bitey because that ain't cool.
I mean, he got 8 successes. So,
Yeah.
I will say, Jared, you're able to cut. You can be able to get to the front and up to the steps towards the little flat flank of steps that lead up to the main entranceway, so you can see into the building. But yeah,
You hold him, Del. I'll hit him.
No, I'm biting him. Well, I guess biting him could hold him. Why is my right bite difficulty should not be 5? It should be just a regular 6, shouldn't it? I'm making sure I have everything set correctly for when I
In
roll.
Hispo form, the difficulty becomes 5.
Oh, excuse me.
if you look at the claw bite section on the combat tab, there should be a Hispo bite preset.
Oh, Hispo bite. There it is. Yes. Very good.
So while you're doing the damage, your attack for that, Darren is caught up, but can't, unless you want to spend a rage or something, Darren.
I would
Again.
love to spend a rage to do some mauling.
I think actually I'm down for spending rage too, because
Okay.
I ain't happy about that. And that's not a normal thing for me, but I got 4 successes on my Hispo bite.
Okay. So right across where it says bite, there's going to be a little aggravated button on that
Aggravated?
same. Yeah, and when it clicks and asks you for extra dice, it's going to be 3 extra dice because everything over the initial 1 needed to hit, it adds to extra damage.
Oh my god, 6 ag.
Get him.
Yeah,
Get him.
and 3 of them were crits. I don't know if that matters.
It doesn't, but it's nice.
It's fun. Well, I also had 2
No.
1s, so that was a brutal roll.
So yes, with that you're able to jump up and tear into the guy and just tear a big chunk out of his back flank and down his leg, just rip out the flesh and meat and bone.
Yeah, Del's pissed. Del doesn't get pissed very often.
And so if you are spending rage, make a note of how many rage you're spending. Let me know.
I'm going to spend 1.
Okay. So as a reminder, everyone goes first, and then any rage actions are follow-up actions.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like celerity works.
Yeah, and
for
just
the
so you
vampire.
know, Jonesy, I'm going to spend 2 rage.
Okay, cool. Darren, it is your go. You're, like I said, with the athletics check, you're able to make it up to the front of the building, but
I can shift to Krynos for free in the Umbra, right?
Yeah.
yes.
I would like to shift to Krynos as I'm coming through the door.
Okay. Killian, what are you doing back in the physical realm?
Is this fire looking any better? Is there anybody next to Kennedy?
The fire is looking a little bit better. You're obviously making some progress. The kinfolk near you are desperately trying to connect a fire hose that they have to there's a pump section next to the shed area. So they're trying to connect it so they can actually start using the pump hose against it.
Okay. Where's that black spiral dancer that we saw?
He was making his way from the wooded area back towards the staffing building. So he's over to the west of you, the southwest of you.
Okay. I'll go ahead hardcore parkour over there.
Cool. And Kennedy, what would you like to do?
You said I saw a female black spiral,
Yes.
purebred,
Yes.
which is all kinds of confusing.
Yeah, usually it's bad
happens.
players who come up with that.
There's no background restrictions on Black Spiral Lancers, just so you know.
Huh?
There's no background restrictions on Black Spirals. They can also have purebred.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Excuse me. I was.
I'm gonna close. I mean, I'm gonna move over to her, staying in Bispel, and as I get close to her, I'm just gonna call out. You know, I don't know what brought you and your pack here, but leave now or you're all gonna die.
So, and just so I can clarify, when I say she's a Black Spiral Dancer with purebred, I mean she is a purebred Black Spiral Dancer. She's not some sort of white holler throwback or anything like that. She is.
When you say purebred, do you mean metis? Is that what you're talking?
No, purebred is a purebred is a background from like
You've got ranks in it.
I know I've got ranks in it.
He's just being.
You just wanted to make an incest joke. We all get it.
Yeah, you know, it's a get
For that matter, so do I. But
they don't breed for intellect and they get a feminist. You know how it is.
Oh, no. They got to breed for them shows.
Makes it hard to breathe. You got to clean my folds out every couple hours.
So you make your way towards her. You make you let out your howl. So and with that, she throws a knife at you.
okay.
That bitch.
You haven't freaked out yet and gone like bloodthirsty. So I'm gonna say, make me a intelligence. I'm gonna say, make me an intelligence melee check or brawl check.
Okay.
Streetwise would also be appropriate. I'll let you use any of those three. I'm asking for a weird roll, so.
Yeah. Well, my brawl, and my melee are the same, and I don't have streetwise. What's the difficulty?
I want to say difficulty 6. So.
Okay.
So that was that. First round of rage actions. Dill, I believe you're spinning a rage.
Oh, I have, yes.
So
I have 2 successes for what it's worth, Jonesy.
Cool. I'll let you know in a moment. So, Dell.
Yeah, I'm assuming they did not just like crumble to the ground.
No.
I'm gonna bite him again.
Bite him again. Bite him again.
Yeah, I mean I'm pissed. What do you want me to do?
We did not extend the carrot of peace.
Other howls are starting going out around the Valkyrie Foundation. Howl responses to Dell's howl of the hunt. In the physical realm, you also hear howls of hunt coming from various staff members, but also various howls coming from howls of war from Guru you don't recognize.
Oh.
Your best guess would be the spirals.
Yeah.
This is gonna go for a while.
So with that, what did you get, Dell, for your rage attack?
5 successes.
Fuck him up.
To hit, or is that for damage?
5 successes.
That's
Yeah, that's like Mad Mag critage. So whoops. That was the incorrect aggravated. So do that. Extra successes would be 4. Am I correct?
Yes. Yep. Everyone over the first initial to hit.
Oh man, that's a bummer. Yeah, I only got 4 ag. Yeah, I'll soak that. Bummer.
Sometimes it be that way.
I rolled a lot
Oh
of
my
4s.
god.
What? Did his head fall off?
Hell yeah.
Someone just botched his soak roll.
Yeah, actually, literally, I rolled nothing higher than 2.
Ouch.
Oh.
Yeah, I gave him satanic head biting.
So, with that, how do you dispatch that black sprout answer, Del?
Honestly, he was going for like the head and the neck. His jaws will just kind of clamp and sort of do this like twisting kind of flail, and it just in the he will be thrown over and his neck will break, and I guess that's going to be the end of him if I actually did that much damage and he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, it's just that quick. He's dead when he hits the ground.
Cool. Darren, seeing your packmate drop said black sprout answer, you do see that there had been another one that had snuck into the building as well. That one was tearing off to the east wing. You can get to them and attack with their rage action.
Yeah, I've got 2 rage actions, so yeah, I'm gonna charge over there and make them run off just to be dead, not run off to wherever malfeasance they have planned. All right, claw. 5 successes.
So, and while he's figuring out his damage,
7
Kennedy. Sweet. Kennedy, you know that that throw was they threw a dagger at you, but not at you.
Okay.
It wasn't intended to hit.
What did she hit?
The ground.
Okay.
Cool. So was it a bite or a claw, Darren, with that attack?
That was a claw.
Okay. So with that, you rush up to the black sprout answer. The black sprout answer seems to be like hunting for something. Starts to spin around to engage you, and as you do, you pretty much launch forward with your claw and strike straight through it and rip out a big chunk of meat and flesh and muscle. He is still up though, but you have a second rage action.
Fuck yeah, dude. Really think you can come into a place of healing and cause all the damage you want?
Hey Darren, don't forget you have a +1 modifier on your attack roll because of being raccoon for claw.
Oh.
yeah.
That's just a hit or damage too?
Just to hit.
Okay, I will make sure to add that in. I got 3 successes that time. And 5 more aggravated damage.
So how do you kill that black sprout answer?
Yeah, so I yell out about you can't just come into a place of healing with death on your minds, and I've got the one claw in him. I just reach up with the other one and sort of just shove my arm down the throat and pull him inside out.
Blood and gore go everywhere as you basically eviscerate this black sprout answer. That ends our rage actions. It's now top of the round. Del, the one that you were fighting, you've killed. What are you hunting for next?
So if the wards went off, the wards were on the second floor, yes?
There were wards throughout the building, but the main wards is the war on the second floor, yes.
Someone's up there. I'm going upstairs.
Okay. By all means, make me a perception problem urge check.
I think I can do that. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. I don't get the wild lupus bonus. So what's the difficulty? 6?
Yes.
Regular? Okay. 4 successes.
Okay. So you're smelling around for scents, and you do not catch any black spiral scents on the second floor.
Do I scent anything that I hadn't smelled earlier?
No. And you see that the wards, because you're in the umbrella, I'll let you have this one. The wards is still up, it was just the alarm that had been deactivated. So so the wards are set up to actually keep things in and out, but also spirit wise, but also set up to sound alarms if things breach it. But the alarms are what were shut down. So the wards are still up. They're weakened because of whatever was used against them, but but yeah, you don't smell any black sprout answer scents up here. Darren, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm sort of looking to Dell, seeing if there's anybody else nearby that we need to worry about. If he doesn't give me any,
you don't see Dell. Dell ran up the steps.
oh, then yeah, I'm going to go up the stairs too, because then my next goal is Orson, because I'm sure he's the root of all this trouble.
We don't know, but we need to check on him.
So, yeah, you rush upstairs and you do not see. You see Dell at the top of the steps. In the physical realm, you hear a howl go out. Several howls go out. Howl in response. It is the regroup. Howl. And it doesn't sound like pack members that you are aware of. So your best guess is it's the black spiral dancers howling for a retreat. The ones that the one that you were seeing, Aaron, she shifts into lupus and takes off away from the foundation. And the one that you were stalking towards, Killian, also shifts into lupus and takes off. What would you two like to do?
That feels like a bait. I'm gonna go back over to Kennedy. Just towards the stables direction. See what she does.
Okay.
I'm going to bite the dagger that she threw at the dirt at my feet.
Mm-hmm.
So to take it with me.
Okay.
And I want to head back to the foundation, towards the foundation.
Okay. With that, it quickly becomes obvious as you head over, and we're going to shift out of combat mode. The kinfolk and the other staff members are able to contain the fires. There is some damage, minor damage. Most of the damage was done to the shed. As you regroup. You are able to see that it was kind of a Black Spiral raid against the Foundation. And we will pick up next episode with the fallout of that raid. So, with that, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight to watch our episode of Born in Rage. This concludes episode 6, Howls of the Nemesis, which is why I didn't want to tell the pack the name of the episode before I ran it. Thank you for tuning in. We do appreciate it. Obviously, if you like what we're doing or like our show, by all means, please let your friends know. Share, like, subscribe, all that cool stuff. Does amazing things to slay the evil algorithm that is the YouTube worm spirit. So, a couple quick announcements I do want to make before we close tonight. We do have a brand new episode of Fallout tomorrow night with our amazing GM Alex. Him and his crew are exploring the wastelands every Wednesday here on the Untold Stories Project. On Fridays, we have Something Dragons, which is our ongoing Pathfinder podcast, which is run by Aaron, where he runs a group of young adventurers through their first Pathfinder adventure path. So
it's the finale this Friday, isn't it?
What?
It is the finale this Friday, isn't it? Or no, but you're still a couple weeks away.
It is not. It is the first of our 2-part side quest this Friday, and then the finale will be in 3 weeks.
Awesome.
Finale of book 1, not the show.
Right.
Yes, finale of book 1 in season 1. We will then be taking the remainder of March off, and we'll be back with season 2 on April 2nd.
Woo!
Beautiful.
And then Monday night, we have Mutants and Masterminds Monday, where we are playing Nether War, which is the big adventure arc that Green Running Publishing has put out for the Mutants and Masterminds game, which is so cool. Sorry, I'm having lots of fun in that game.
I'm also having lots of fun running that game.
So, other than that, obviously, like I said, if you like what we're doing, please share, like, subscribe, all that stuff. We also have a Discord, so feel free to check out our Discord and chat with us. We love to talk to you. We're shooting to put up some cool stuff on that Discord. We have also released our merch store and our drive-through RPG affinity link, so if you want to check out any of the games we're playing for yourselves, they're cool, easy way to get that, and all that stuff helps us do this content. Is we all do this because we love it, but that makes it a little easier for us to do and more games and more streams and stuff like that. So every little share, like, and subscribe help. Other than that, anything else anyone else in the pack wants to mention or add?
We are going to raid the Onyx Path if you want to check out what they're doing. They're the distributor for Werewolf the Apocalypse.
Yeah, they have a license from White Wolf, and they did the 20th anniversary editions for the various classic World of Darkness games. So yeah,
Thanks for watching.
we will see everybody next time.
Bye.
bye.